Hey everyone. I appreciate all the thumbs up. I appreciate all the new subscribers. That actually means a lot to me. I think in the last 2.5 weeks, I've gotten like 25 new subscribers. It might not be much to these big, huge YouTubers, but it means a lot to me. So I appreciate it. And I also appreciate y'all's feedback. So I'm going to talk about a few things today. So it seems like we have another bill that they are trying to push for them basically firing the sheriffs and police officers for not pushing their new agenda per se. So then after they let them go, they can't basically get a job for 12 months doing the same thing, which is BS. So we know there's a lot of things going in there. So just to recap on some of the other stuff. So we have the Second Amendment stuff that we're fighting. Matter of fact, tomorrow we have the Clark County one, along with Stafford County will be doing it as well. So if you got any of y'all are in those areas, try to get the word out to get to those meetings. I think Stafford's at 7 p.m. and ours is we have one at 1 o'clock, and then we have another at 6:30 tomorrow, which is Tuesday, December 17th. So it seems like now with these meetings, Bloomberg's cronies are being pushed in. I got family in Hampton. There was a few other meetings or whatever that I watched on the computer that basically has like a NAACP guy there, or a preacher, or a single mom, or a military mom, or something like that. It seems like they're starting to push these things to make them feel like the Second Amendment, isn't worth it. Truthfully, we all know gun-free zones don't work. They never have. That's the first place these shooters will go. So Northern's pushing really hard in Virginia, and we are trying everything we can to stop them. Our next goal, which right now I believe we have 75 counties, 10 cities, I believe. Anyways, we have roughly 80 some percent of the localities for Virginia that are sanctuary. However, he still says, I'm doing what the people want. Well, if you're doing what the people want, you'd be paying attention to what's going on. And most of the people are not wanting that. So with that being said, today I had to take off because of my car. On the way in, had a problem. So me being deplorable, I don't have another car kind of thing. So I had to go bring it back home, get it towed, bring it back home, and start messing with this. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. And I got to work on that. It looks like some wiring stuff. But anyway, so let's go on to the next few things. So it looks like who passes the deals or works these deals between our government and other governments in the world, called the World Trade Organization, I believe it's called. Sorry, my cat's behind me acting stupid. But so basically, we're almost on every single one of these cases, we were losing horribly. So Trump got in, and he's kind of doing his little chess moves or whatever as they want to call it. And there are 7 people that basically voted on what's going to happen, which they were more on the one world organization kind of thing they wanted. And basically they were trying to kick us down to where we should be. And we were basically a piggy bank for all these other countries to get what they wanted, which is crap. China's been doing it for a long time, which I'll get to that soon too. So these are kind of big wins. So we had 7 people that voted on it. Then it dropped down to 3 people. and now it has dropped down to one person. Well, being one person, you can't vote on anything. So that leads us into phase one of China, which today, Monday, the 16th, December 16th, the next round of um, tariffs was supposed to go for China, which was like 7.5%. They were supposed to up it. So, with the first round being taken care of, Trump said that he's going to leave it at the 25%, instead of taking up to 32%. And they're going to start working immediately on the second phase. So, it looks like since the WTO, World Trade Organization, again, I believe that's what it was called, is can't help them basically at this point. They have no choice but to deal with that. So with the impeachment going on of Trump, I think they're starting to realize even with that, it doesn't hold merit from these Democrats. They know they're wrong. Shoot, we even have, I don't know, I can't remember his last name, but Jeff, uh, he's Democrat. He is actually coming over to the Republican side. Now, that's all in good with everything. My only concern about that is, will he be a rhino later? Is he going to be a problem later? Yeah, I'm glad you're starting to see that the Republican side or whatever seems to be fighting more for the people versus the Democrats. However, is that a way for you to get in to win another election and then do what, let's say, Northern's doing to Virginia? I hope not, but there's 31, I believe, that are in districts that Trump ended up winning. So we'll see how this actual vote this week goes for the actual impeachment. But we'll even push that one step further. So there's two articles that were passed or went through, let's say. Uh, all the Democrats voted for it, which 17 of the 24 had already voted on it before he did this phone call, which most people don't even know. And all the Republicans voted against it. So that's going to be on the side that Trump hasn't even been worrying about the impeachment with so much. I mean, he's been putting his tweets out there and stuff like that. I mean, he has a right to free speech. Just because he's a president doesn't mean that he can't have free speech. So, so I sit there and I have debates with people, even in my family, about they want to throw on the obstruction charges on Trump. Well, you know what? He has executive power. He can actually tell them to go to the courts to get the subpoenas for all these people. That's in his right. He's the president. He's in charge of the executive branch. He can do that by law. And these people that are saying, "Oh, I've taken civics and blah blah blah," well, evidently you missed that day because he can actually deny the subpoena. So all he did was tell them to go through the courts. He goes through the courts, and they say okay. Then he said he'd work with them, but they, as in the Democrats, did not want to go through the courts. And you know why? Because they had no facts. They had to set this whole thing up. It's all BS. It frustrates me some days where I want to really cuss on some of these videos, but I'm trying not to. So with that, so now the Supreme Court, I believe that they basically said that he can actually have them go through the courts. That's his right to do that. So that pushes out that whole entire part of that article that they were trying to push for impeachment. So that goes back to the other article, which I don't know how they're going to even get that. So anywho, I'm kind of being vague on all this stuff, but what I'm getting at is he shouldn't be getting impeached, period. The Democrats, even though he shouldn't be, it's the only way they're going to win. As for the second A stuff, seems like we're gaining ground on that stuff as well. And this is how much the Democrats are screwing up, because they didn't think it was going to affect them on this. They actually thought that we the people wanted the impeachment, which no, we don't. I think 40% want impeachment, which those are all like never going to vote for Trump anyways, that hate Trump with a passion for some reason. And you have like 50% or 51% that don't agree with this at all. But yet you're still finding 20,000, 40,000 people that voted that shouldn't have voted in all these different counties, especially in Virginia. They're starting to pop up all over the place. Oh, we investigated 24,000 people or whatever that weren't even supposed to be voted. So then you have Schiff going to his district and having a, I guess, hearing, or not hearing, but a meeting or whatever for the people to go to, and they're all chanting "liar, you're a liar" to Schiff. That is awesome, because he's a liar. He shouldn't even been doing what he was doing. He's been lying from the jump. I mean, on top of that, you got Comey that was saying, "Oh, I'm vindicated" or whatever from the IG report. Not even close. And now he came out just this weekend or whatever saying, yeah, I'm sorry, it looks like we did do some stuff wrong, blah, blah, blah. You knew you did it wrong, loser. um, then you have a Joe Biden meeting or whatever for president, trying to push his political role up, which, even though he's a front runner, I don't even know how or why. Because even if he got into office by them cheating and stuff, they didn't impeach him immediately because of him doing what he did. So what happened in this is he was talking about, oh, he's going to take care of corruption and all this other stuff, and someone comes out and says, "You're a liar, Joe," just like that. And then he looked over and he said, "What?" He said, "You're a liar, Joe." And he said, "You're the one that said I got the SOB to get fired, blah, 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 whatever." So for the people that didn't know about it, so back when Obama was in charge, he actually said it in front of cameras, and you can find it on YouTube and all over the place. He admitted to doing a quid pro quo. He actually said, you're not getting this $1 billion until you fire the attorney that's investigating my son. So they fired him to get the $1 billion of our tax money. So that's quid pro quo, if you didn't know what one was. So it looks like people are standing up, and that's great. And we need to get our butts out there and start voting. So y'all need to get out there and do what y'all are supposed to do. It's y'all's duty. If y'all want to keep America America and not part of the one world order, then I suggest y'all get out there. Then you got the parliament over in Britain, that they actually finally went to conservative, and they're talking about getting out of Brexit, I think it is, which, if you pay attention to currency, when they went into Brexit, I think it was, the price of the pound, British pound, went way down. So now that they're getting out of it, he wants to be out of it by the end of January. If that's the case, it's going to spike up, which it already spiked up quite a bit. I think in 1 hour or something, 2 hours, it went up like 400 and some pips or something. That's crazy. So that's when they found out that he ended up winning. So the people are tired of it all over the place, and we need to start standing up. We need to get back in check. The Democratic Party has destroyed this world, and I do mean the world. They want communism, they want socialism, and it's never helped anybody except for the rich. Us, as being what we are, I make decent money, and I'm part of lower class now. I make 6 figures a year, I bust my butt. So it's rough for all of us out here, but we try to get by every day, and we hope that we get something better for our kids in the long run. So this video is kind of long, so I apologize. But staying strong, everybody. Get out to these meetings for the 2A stuff in Virginia. If you're close, get to one of these meetings, help out. We need all the help that we can get, because they're trying to take us down. I mean, they got, which this came up the other day, another law trying to be passed, because he wants, Northam he wants to get a second term for governor, which doesn't go into effect till 2025. But the fact of the matter is, I mean, Bloomberg's money and them cheating allowed this to happen to Virginia. Yeah, a lot of us didn't vote as well. I mean, I did. I went out there and did my duty and went out there and vote. Matter of fact, I had to drive all the way home and then go back the other way because I forgot my voter card to go vote. So, with that being said, please, everybody, give this a thumbs up. You like it, thumbs down. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm good with that as well. Any comments, put down in the comments. Please subscribe. You know what you can do to help out this channel to help out. You got any constructive criticism for this channel? Let me know. It's not going to hurt my feelings. So I appreciate y'all being here, and we'll see you on the next one. Appreciate it. Y'all have a great week. Love y'all.